What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're dueling the S-Force deck using it is a graveyard burn deck, which basically means that the goal of the deck is going to be to send the opponent's cards to the graveyard, whether it's on the field or in their deck. Most of it is going to be from the deck. It's going to be deck mellowing, but the goal is to try to get Skull Invitation on the field and use Skull Invitation to do all the burn damage. And there's some backup cards in there. There's like some self-destruct ant. There's a stealth bird. Like there's some other cards to do a little bit of minor damage on the field. But most of it is really to do damage from the graveyard. So there's going to be cards like Soul Levy. You'll see what that is later in the video. But that's pretty much what the goal of the deck is in this video, is to use a graveyard burn deck to defeat S-Force. If you guys are new, subscribe, drop a like, and let's get into it. All right. So, let's put Soul Levy down. Skull and Gravekeeper's Servant. Okay. And do Self-Destruct Ant and pass. Let's go. I wonder if I could click their... Oh, we can click their avatar. So let's activate Soul Levy first. And then Skull. Well, we probably should have did it in the other order, but that's okay. Okay, there's special summoning. So that's Skull, and then Soul Levy, and then that's 9. Yep. And they're gonna special summon again? Oh, no. Okay. So a cheat code, y'all. Woo! That damage is eating away, baby. And self-destruct, and that's 1,000 for both. This Soul Levy is a cheat, y'all, for modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Just so y'all know, if you read the effect, right? Each time your opponent special summons a monster, send the top 3 cards of their deck to the graveyard. That means for modern Yu-Gi-Oh! For people that special summon like 10, 15 times a turn, they're mellowing out their own deck. So they're just sending cards to the graveyard. Just a little tip for y'all that like to play modern. Like, y'all can keep using Soul Levy, because every single time they do it, they gotta send the top 3 to the graveyard. And if you're doing what I'm doing right now, which is burning the mellow part of the deck and using Skull Invitation to do it, if you look and notice, thanks to Skull Invitation, they're taking damage every time they do that. And Soul Levy again, that's damage. They're gonna end up defeating themselves at this point, y'all, because they just keep attacking. Or not, I said attacking. They keep special summoning, which is a negative thing for them. The trick is to not special summon, and I think that's what it is. This banishes cards it points to. Banish all monsters this card points to. Yeah, we don't want to do that. But what we do want to do, I am going to protect Slate Warrior by putting it there. And we are going to use Dimension Guardian to protect it. I didn't know it could do that. Did it say negate its effects? You can move that opponent's monster to their monster zone this card points to. Oh. Okay. And I guess the effect is still going to activate? I think that's how that works. Because is this... You can only use it once per turn. Yeah, and it's at the start of the damage step. So they can do it every single turn. I don't want that. But what I do want is for them to keep mellowing out their own deck so they can lose. Oh, we have Quaking. Okay. So I have never tested... I never tested if Quaking works on Link monsters. And I really don't want to put it here because... If I have to put it here, y'all, that's gonna... And I need this slot for, like, swords. I'm gonna pass. Because we have enough life points. There's enough life points that can just pass. And if they want to finish me off, they're going to have to keep attacking. They're going to lose so many life points anyway, so it's not going to be worth it. Ooh, needed that. Needed that. Oh, yeah. Needed that badly. Let's change this to on. Gonna wait till the attack goes all the way through. Let's take the 18. Let's take the 1800. Let's take it. Wait for that. Okay. And now, let's activate metal. Put it here. Okay. Goes there. Okay. Woo! Safety precaution. Okay. Ooh. Hoo, hoo, hoo! You know what? You know what? Chain would be smart because it would keep them from being able to play a card. S-Force Justify. If they attack, Gravekeeper Servant is going to activate. So that's going to be a game win anyway. I think Chain is a smart choice here. Because it's going to force them to not play anything. Because they can't. They have to attack. Grave is going to activate. And that's game. Let's go! Let's get it! They defeated themselves. Let's go! Alright. Second duel. And Skull again. And this time I'm thinking Ice Hand just to get Fire Hand out. So with this burn deck, y'all, there is 2 Ice Hands and 2 Fire Hands that are running. And this is simply just, you know, protection, mostly because it can destroy a monster and destroy a spell trap. But it's also a burn deck, so the point is to destroy cards so that Skull Invitation activates. S-Force Night Chaser. Now, Soul Levy would have been fantastic at this start of the duel, though. So not having Soul Levy to begin with is kind of hurts a little bit. Sort of. But Soul Levy would have been perfect at this beginning part because of Skull Invitation already being on the field. Ooh, 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 baby. Let's go. That's what we love to see. Let's put Mimicking Maneater and pass. So if you notice with this burn deck, it's a little bit of a mix of mellowing out the opponent's deck and destroying cards that they have. Basically, the goal is to put everything in the graveyard so that Skull Invitation burns their life points away. And then we have cards like Self-Destruct Ant, which, as you can see, once it's flipped, that's 1,000. Once their opponent destroys it, that's another 1,000. So the opponent is essentially taking 2,000 damage every time. And there's 3 Self-Destruct Ants that's being ran in this deck. And I saw they just put these back in the hand. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. They just put that back in the hand. Oh, man. See, this is what I was talking about, y'all, with the previous duel. If Soul Levy was on the field right now, all of those summons would have been 3, 6, 9, 12. It would have been about 1,200 or 12 cards sent to the graveyard. Yeah, let's change it. That would have been about 12 cards sent to the graveyard. 12 cards times 300 is 3,600. So that would have been 3,600 damage just for those 4 special summons that we now can't do anything about because they just did that. Now, if they summon S-Force Justify like before, they can technically banish these 2, but hopefully they don't do that. Hopefully. Okay, so let's activate Skull Invitation again. Because this should have stayed on the field. I can't believe they really sent that back to the hand. It should have stayed on the field the whole time. Because the goal is to try to get their cards in the graveyard to do damage. Okay. Ouch. I don't know what... Okay. So that is going to do some damage. Let's go. So they can't do anything with Ice Hand being there. I'm going to put Self-Destruct Ant here. Let's pass. Let's pass. See what they can come up with. Hopefully nothing crazy, nothing insane. Okay, these S-Force cards are really good for Archetype. Ooh. Well, okay, so still got 8,000 life points, so one attack is not going to hurt too bad. If anything, it's going to hurt them. Yep, because you have to send a card to the graveyard. They didn't lose life points? I thought they lose life points. Let's get that out of here. That's damage. And then summon Fire Hand. So they take that damage. It's more damage. Damage. That's more damage they're about to take. They're just eating this life point damage. That's what happens when people get greedy and they try to do too much at the same time. So we're going to do Dimension Guardian, Ibicella, Gravekeeper Servant, and pass. Because I really don't want to attack. See, the thing is, y'all, I really don't want to attack because I don't want to have to risk anything happening to... Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, okay. That doesn't do anything. That's fine. That doesn't do anything. So, gonna activate... You know what? Actually, yeah, let's just pass. But Dimension Guardian, gonna activate that for Ibicella so that they can't target any of the spells or traps that we have with card effects. If they can hurry up and think, so we can go ahead and activate Dimension Guardian. Taking a long time to think here. Okay, so their turn ended. I figured didn't want to attack because that'd be too much damage they would take. Okay. King Pyron. Okay, so they protected themselves for that one. Oh, I can't change it to defense. Oh, I guess when they do that, it doesn't let you... Oh, wait, is it this? No, it's not. I don't know why it won't let me change any of my monsters to attack. Is there something on the field that's preventing me from doing that? I can't tell you. Each of your opponent's monsters in the same column as one of your S-Force monsters cannot change its battle position. So it's stuck like that. Okay. And these are all S-Force? Okay, so they're all S-Force. I want this to get destroyed. I could do a Link or a Synchro, but I really don't want to risk that. So I think because I can't do anything else... Oh, I can't attack either? Cannot change his battle position. But why can't I attack? Can only target this monster for attack. Oh. So is it in a... It's in a lock position? Okay. Okay, whatever. Whatever. It's in a lock position, so I can't do anything else. It's just stuck. So something that I can do is I can tribute I really don't want to tribute Ibicella because Ibicella protects the spells and traps. And if the opponent wants to finish me, they have to attack. So they're going to be sending cards to the graveyard anyway. Okay, so that's going to the graveyard. That's 300 damage. So I guess this protects from the first set. Yeah, once per turn, if you would take battle or effect damage, you take no damage. So it only happens one time. Which is why they keep taking damage. Yeah, that's a lot. In my opinion, it's not really worth it to keep attacking at that point because you're really just destroying yourself. The smart thing is to just not attack. Just don't attack. It's a little difficult, y'all. Cause see, the thing is, I know they're probably not gonna attack Fire Hand. They can attack Mimicking. I'm gonna go for it, y'all. I'm gonna do Silent Arc. And then I'm gonna activate the effect. Send both these to the grave to take one of their monsters. I can only take one of these. I really don't care for this that much. Cannot change the battle position, but see, they got two of these that does the same thing. I really want to get rid of that so I can change the battle position, but then at the same time I want to get rid of this. I think I'll pick that. I think that's what I'll pick. That'll put the attack back up, and I still can't. Oh, I can change it now. Okay, perfect. And now I can start attacking stuff. Let's get this off the field. Let's get that off the field so they can start taking some damage again. And then pass. That forces damage, y'all. So my guess is there's not going to be... Okay, S-Force Justify, that's fine. So they're going to banish these two, I'm assuming. Oh, that was it. Never mind. Forget what I said. Defeated himself again. Got too greedy. Let's go. Alright, y'all. That was a hard-fought battle right there. I was getting a little dicey towards the end because I thought for sure that they were about to make a major comeback when I couldn't change Ibisella into defense position. I thought for sure they were going to do something crazy, but still made it through. Still was able to cause them to cause that burn damage. So it looks like the burn damage is good when you're dueling archetypes such as S-Justify or S-Force, not S-Justify, S-Force. It is pretty effective, which was shocking to me. I didn't think it was going to do much, but it did more than what I thought it was going to do. But thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe, drop a like, share, comment down below what archetypes are your favorite. And I know that for me, my favorite has always been Dark Magician, and that's what you guys saw in a couple of the previous videos. But yeah, let me know down below what archetypes you guys find to be your favorite and which ones you would use if you were in this duel. And thank you again, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya.